And welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. They will be coming to Knoxville January 25th through the 28th. They're going to be at the Expo Center on Merchants Drive for the East Tennessee Fishing Show. Now, right now, leading into that show, they've already got their rebates up and running, folks. That means rebates of $1,000 and up, $1,000 at least, and on select models of G3 boats, Suncatcher pontoons, Skeeter boats, Sweetwater Godfrey pontoons, Stingray boats, and Hurricane deck boats. So basically, any boat you could possibly want, the place to go is Madisonville Marine because they have the greatest selection and always have the greatest prices. And right now, they got the greatest rebates. Let me tell you, Madisonville Marine, Highway 411 North in Madisonville. Check them out. All right, we go over to our wipey board. There's the big wall of hoops. And we break it down by quadrants, kind of keep you, and it helps us show how Tennessee's building their resume, and it also helps keep people off the roller coaster in a long season. But Tennessee 2-0 this week. They get check marks against Vanderbilt and Texas A&M. You know, now they go on the road at Missouri, at South Carolina. You almost needed that start because on the road in the SEC, this team has played well, but on the road is difficult. Mark Pancratz, they're going to go out and visit Conzo Martin. What do Vol fans need to know about Missouri as the Vols head to Columbia?
Well, Missouri's got 3 guys in conference players shooting above 50% from 3, and so they're really good from the outside. As any Conzo team, they're tough, defensive-minded, one of the better defensive teams in the league. Jonte Porter is a guy that should be a senior in high school, a big guy that can also stretch you and shoot some perimeter jump shots. But Tennessee's going to have to rebound, and they're, like always, going to have to take care of the basketball to be able to go into Missouri, who's only lost to Florida by 2 and Arkansas by 2, yesterday. Very close to being 4-0 in conference play.
Going into yesterday's 2-point loss to Arkansas, they were number 29 in the NCAA's official RPI. So it's a good basketball team. You wonder how good it would have been had Porter not gotten hurt for the season. Your thoughts on the Conzo Martin angle on this? How bad does he want this game?
Well, I know Conzo wants it for a number of reasons.
Personally, how much do you think he wants it?
Well, personally, I think he obviously wants it. But I've been to Missouri since they came to the league. I've been there when they had a good team and when they didn't have a good team. Been there, and when they have a good team, that is a place that likes its basketball. They can get it going, and there's a big difference between when they were down, from when they're up and when they're down. So I think Conzo's got it going a little bit, going to get the fans back in there. I think that's going to be a tough place to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and any time you leave a program in less than ideal circumstances, I mean, you want to beat them. Sure. And then plus now Tennessee's a quality win. I mean, you've lost 2 close games. I mean, you want to get back on track, beat Tennessee. I saw one RPI where Tennessee's 10th. They may even be higher in another. So, I mean, this is a big game for several reasons, but yeah, there's a little bit extra motivation.
They were 14th in the NCAA official RPI going into yesterday's win over Texas A&M. Mark, you had the idea, that you sent me this yesterday. Tennessee handed out T-shirts to the students yesterday, if we've got a picture of this thing. It had like several Vol legends. There we go, Ron Slay, Chris Lofton, Dale Ellis, Bernard King, Allen Houston, Tony White, Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, Ernie Grunfeld, C.J. Watson are on that thing. Your question was, who's the best guy not on there? And I think you can certainly look different eras. There's some guys. Mike, what did you say? This is the 1974. It's actually like 1975. Forward.
Yeah. You don't go back. Somebody was, where's Ryan Whitby? Where's A.W. Davis? Well, for whatever, they just didn't go back that far.
Students probably have never heard of those guys, sadly.
Yeah, because Ernie and Bernie, you're talking what, mid-70s? So I don't see anybody, before that on there.
Anybody you think should be on there?
Well, there's a whole list of the Tyler Smiths, Jordan McRae, Jornell Stokes,
Vincent Yarborough.
Vincent Yarborough.
Who continues to get slotted in
Reggie
almost
Jackson,
every turn.
Reggie Johnson.
Reggie Johnson, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad that Dane's one of my good friends, but I'm glad Dane Bradshaw's not on there.
That's where I was going to go. If there's a name missing, why isn't our old Sports Source buddy Dane Bradshaw?
Well, he could be holding a microphone interviewing him.
Right. All right, guys, I thought that was interesting. Mark, thanks again. Appreciate it as always. We'll see you next week to talk more hoops. Ahead, we've got tons of football. And next, we've got recruiting. It's a big official visitor weekend at Knoxville. Who are the 5 biggest men on campus this week? Who are the 5 biggest targets moving forward? We'll tell you coming back on the Sports Source.